Hey guys, it's your pal Victor, and we are doing Inktober today. Not gonna do all 31 days, I'm not a crazy person, but I'm gonna try to do some of the more interesting prompts and see what comes of it. Should be fun. This might not be a full color drawing, we're gonna go for ink, but today's prompt is fish. So I'm gonna take that very loosely, just some kind of fish life or sea life. And I'm going to do something I find interesting, which is subverting something interesting. So I'm going to do a realistic version of the Starbucks logo, which is something of a fish. So let's see how that goes. All right. Yeah, so I don't think I've ever drawn this. I've had this idea for a minute, but I've never really had the opportunity to follow through on it. So let's see how it goes. And I haven't really had a chance to do some realistic drawing in a second, so we'll see how that goes too. Light sketching is always fun, so we'll see how it goes. And we're going to give her something of a girlish figure. We'll try to cover up the naughty bits. I'm not working off of any whatchamacallit, what do we call that? Reference. So this is largely going to be, off the top of my head. So we'll see how that goes. And it might be scary because, if you've ever seen the Starbucks logo, she's holding up these tails and it's like, what is in the middle here? Some kind of, vaginal monstrosity? I don't know. We'll have to see. Using my sketching pencil here, and that's kind of fun. See, a couple people are tuning in. Yes, so today's prompt is fish. So here we go. Got a little bit of the chest line there. Shoulder's a little broader than I would like, but we're going to cover that up with hair too, so wouldn't worry too much about that. All right. So we're doing a fish version of a realistic version of the Starbucks logo. And see where it goes from there. All right. So there's two tails on this logo. So we're going to have to start building things out here. I'm using the structure here to kind of give her some hips. So we'll see how that goes in a minute. And we're going to try to make her cute too, because Hallmark curse. And when I say Hallmark curse, of course, I mean my propensity to make things cuter than they are. Alright. It's a loose sketch right now, so we'll see how that's building up. If you want to see some more fun stuff, at 4 I will be doing a Garbage Pail Kids version of the prompt, so that should be fun. Alright, so this is where the hands are going to go. I'm just leaving some. I'll make the hands more realistic as they go, because I like drawing hands actually. Alright, and then there's our flipper A as I'm calling it right now. And we're going to go something Lovecraftian with this, because she's just going to look like a fisherman if she's like spreading her fins here, so we're going to have rocks and such like that. And add lots of interesting texture, so. Right now, I'm guesstimating this drawing will take somewhere in the venue of an hour. So you can feel free to keep tuning in or stay through the whole thing. If you want to ask me questions, post comments, and I will make the conversation with you as I go along. So yeah, I'm adding some tentacles here. There will be rocks to anchor this. Because I don't want to have a gaping maw in a certain area. We'll probably have nets or something. And yeah, I am drawing this all off the top of my head. I have a small Starbucks logo I'm looking to, and the rest is all me. Hey Ron, how's it going, man? So yeah, you're getting pure fantasy drawing right now. I do like to draw things photorealistic. For those who are asking, I don't really get a chance to do a lot of realistic or kind of stuff in my style too much from Topps or the other card companies I work with. It's just kind of fun to actually draw some scary stuff on my own time. Do have a couple more commissions to finish up this week that are more in the vein of GPK, and I'll work on those later. Just need to get my Inktober out of the way. What's up, man? How's it going? See, I'm working on yours too, Paul. Your commission we'll work on that later tonight. Not much, man. Just doing my Inktober here. Doing a little bit of realistic drawing before I do some more cartoony drawing. I did get your text about additional stuff to throw in on your drawings, so that'll be fun. Right. She has a crown. I'm not going to do a literal crown. So we'll just do like a starfish kind of thing, maybe. I'm doing Inktober. The prompt is fish. So I'm doing a what if the Starbucks logo was a real creature kind of deal. She's not a mermaid. She has like two tails. She's just a weird creature. Nice. I saw your drawing yesterday. I was working. Came out nice. Yeah, I try to like do at least a daily drawing or so just to keep me quick, you know. I think a lot of artists like don't draw enough, and that's why they're like slow, or it's hard for them to get through commissions and stuff. I like being fast. And put some seashells and stuff in her hair here. The entire goal of the long hair is specifically to cover her nipples. I'm just like telling you that right now. Much as it is on the Starbucks logo. Although if I remember right, the Starbucks logo used to be bare-chested. I might be wrong there, but I feel very confident in that fact. All right. If you guys can see okay, just move it back a little bit more. I feel like eating some shrimp now. Alright, now let's do the other side of her here. Yeah, and sometimes these drawings, they get kind of involved. So far, this is coming out good. I'm pretty happy with it. We have yet to do any actual ink on here, but this is going to be a fairly involved pencil drawing. You guys think this looks cool, or is this kind of like, what the hell are you doing, man? This is a ridiculous idea. Nope, I just wanted to draw a monster here, so we'll see how it goes. I am very much considering putting, like, teeth here, like the whole thing is a siren meant to lure you in. So we'll see right now how that goes. This is where the other hand is going to be. Alright, so it's kind of a loose pencil drawing now. Let's give her a face. Alright, let's see here. I'm going to keep her eyes closed because I'm liking this idea that the whole human body is just a lure. So this face would just be for show. Playing with it still, we'll see. Alright, let's play with those eyes a little bit. Not totally happy with them. But I like the shape, so we're doing a light erasure. Keep them white. There, I'm happier with that. A little bit of a heart-shaped face there. I had a few people ask me before, why don't you do tattoos? And it's like, it's not my forte. But I do like designing weird characters. Just kind of a waif here. Give her a Frank Frazetta belly. Even skinny girls got some tummy. Do I collect GPK cards? Yes, I do. I have way too many. They're a lot of fun. You know, I tend to like the horror ones more, you know. So I went to San Diego Con last year. I got all the Universal monsters. Those are some of my favorites. Oh, the horrible. Those are also some of my favorites. And I like the classic OS one too. Alright, that looks pretty good. What do you think? What do you guys think? Is that looking good? I'm gonna start deviating from the Starbucks thing now a little bit. Add some more horns to this, like, crown. So make it more a little bit like coral reef. A little more demony, I guess. I figured you collected but wanted to ask. I'm just getting into the newer series, but I've collected all the OS since I was a kid. Yeah, I used to collect them when I was a kid. I wish I still had them. But then again, I was the kind of kid who would peel the stickers and put them all on the clip paper section of my Trapper Keeper. So it was like a whole wall of stickers. Oh, excuse me. Yeah. So I would peel my stickers. You know. Yeah, I'm just trying to get this as interesting as possible. Alright, do some tentacles here. You can do some tentacles and like some sea kelp and stuff. Try to make this interesting. Yeah, because that's the thing, man. Like, you know, when I start working on these drawings, it's not like I know how long it's gonna take me to do them. I have a rough idea, possibly. But right now I'm on uncharted territory. I really don't know how long this is gonna take me. But it's kind of fun. Those of you guys who are tuning in right now, I am just working on my Inktober for the day. I'm doing a GPK themed one at 4. But right now I'm just doing the regular prompt, which is fish. And today's I'm doing a monster version of the Starbucks Siren logo. And we'll see how that goes. I'm enjoying how it's coming out right now, though. I like her boobs. Her boobs came out good. Things dudes say. I like how her boobs came out. I peeled some of my extras as a kid, but had the rest in binders, so they are still in my collection. And I bought more in early 2000 and 2005 off eBay. That was probably a good time to get them. Yeah, I've picked up a ton over the years. And then I have the books with all the art, so that's a good way for me to collect them too. It's because I'm short on space. Alright, let's do the hand here. A lot of people hate drawing hands. I actually like drawing hands. For years, I did caricature, like zombie caricatures, and a lot of the emoting is through hands. So, I can kind of draw hands in my sleep. Used to drunk in eBay in college. Yep, eBay in college is what paid all my bills. I just, I would flip I flip collectibles for a living when I was in college. So I go to Comic Cons and buy up all the exclusives and sell them at a markup to comic book shops. Alright, working on this tentacle over here now. I'm just going to keep kind of moving things so you guys can see it. You guys think this was a good idea or a silly one? I still think it looks cool. Sharpen this pencil up for a second. He's a bartender in college. Oh, so that's good money there. Sí, me siento bien. Muchas gracias. Alright, let's see here. There you go. A little bit of a rocky thing. Yeah, the teeth in the middle, I think, is the way to go. I'm just going to kind of put her on a rock because I don't want to have to draw too much, background. So I was thinking of these things as sea kelp at first, but now I'm kind of thinking like that's what they hide themselves as, but they're really like the eyes. Try not to make this too porny, because I totally could. Alright, let's figure this out. Alright, question. That's too porny. Because now it's like, yeah, no tongues. We'll just, we already have tentacles. I don't think we need a tongue, Dick. I think teeth is enough. I like the idea of the eyes, but I want the eyes to look more reptilian. No, that doesn't work either. Maybe it's the shape. Yeah, let's try the shape of the thing, maybe. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Trying to make it cool. Actually, I think that does look cool. It's like, it's freaky, but it's not porno-y, so I'm just making it fun. In the end, I want this to be something somebody will buy for $20, you know? Oh, sorry about that, guys. There was like a phone call. Somebody tried to call me. I was like, I'm not trying to take spam calls right now. Alright. I feel like I should do like some scales on the legs. So I might do that. What do you guys think? That looks cool or stupid? I think it looks cool. Alright. So yeah, let's get I think get some ink in here. Yeah, the goal with these is always to make them fun anyway. You know, color always makes things cooler anyway. I'm laying in some orange here because I kind of want her to be a redhead. Whoa. Sorry, I was using that as a stand and it kind of backfired on me for a second there. Do 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 do. Alright. Flip this around. There we go. Yeah, that hair's got some good body now. Yeah, if there's any dumb shit here I could fix along the way, I will fix it. We'll see. I don't know. This is still kind of loose even though I'm throwing in color, so might not be married to the teeth yet. We'll see. I'm just doing the skin tone now. Yes, I'm leaving the pencil lines in. Usually I erase those, but I feel like it's going to give us some interesting texture, so I'm kind of like, see where we go with that. I am leaving her eyes white, though. I like how that looks. Alright. Let's see here. Working on this crown now, this coral. That'll be colorful. Working with some color pencils right now is what I'm doing. So not as much ink in this Inktober entry as yet. Alright, I want to throw some darker shades into this hair because I think it looks a little doll-like right now. I used to be terrible at hair. Hopefully I've improved over time. I like to think so. I like the different mediums using to get the different effects. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, that's just kind of how I roll. I'm very much into mixed media. I just learned over time you can't get everything from one tool set, so just kind of play around. I also like brush pens because they give you some good texture. And sometimes the best stuff you get is accidental and that you weren't planning for, and it just sort of happens. Throw some like seaweeds and stuff in that hair too. Get some interesting stuff going. Well, I can actually see an end point for this now, so that's good. You gotta start working on stuff and like, oh, okay, I see where this is going now. Yeah, that looks good. Alright, let's do some coral here. Alright. Now I'm not going to fill in this isn't going to be solid color because, you know, fish scales are kind of reflective. So I'm just kind of going to do kind of like scaly effect with colors and layer it on. And the mouth is going to be the last thing we do. The upside of these colors is they bleed a bit, so they're going to kind of fade into each other. So at the end, when I do some scales and kind of designs over them with some black, it'll be kind of a more natural fade. We're doing green just because mermaids tend to have green tails. But then it's mainly going to be blue in the end. It's still funny that this is all off the top of my head. I do enjoy just coming up with stuff. I might add like a Starbucks cup, like it's trash floating in the water. I think that might be funny. See how quick that blue bleeds? It's kind of fun, huh? All it tells you is this paper wasn't specifically made to, for these kinds of markers, but that's good because it gives it more of a watercolor vibe. I'm going to make some of these tentacles like pink too. And add some more pink near the bottom. Just get some good reflective colors in here. Have some fun with it. Yeah, this blue is bleeding a lot, so it should be fun to see how it all comes out. In the end, that's kind of what you want, because it'll look a little, like I said, it'll look just more like actual fish. Throw some yellow in here so it's not that alien when it starts from the top. I'm just going to let the yellow bleed into the blue because I feel like at that point that's kind of more natural. And it gives us good texture. Yeah. I think the most important thing was to get a lot of blue in here because, it's kind of like the whole aqua thing, the whole water thing. And then we'll just throw some yellow onto the green because then that'll activate a little bit more. Up here, you can see the green bleeding, and now you can see the yellow start bleeding into the blue. So when I go in with a darker blue to do some like scale lines, it'll look a little bit more natural. The yellow isn't bleeding as much, which is kind of interesting. But I said I've never used these kinds of markers on this paper before, so I didn't really know what was going to happen. This is kind of a happy accident. I'll throw some blue on this side too. Yeah, as soon as the blue touches, it starts bleeding. It's kind of interesting. Must just be something with this ink. Just... But I like it. It's like a watercolor, unexpected effect. All right. Let's see here. Throwing in some orange here along the yellow should give it a little bit of a gold vibe. Interesting. I think I'll go with this brush thing. I'm just throwing in some of this black brush because I'm going to use that to outline the tail, but I'm throwing some on her hair so it's not like such a jarring jump. So you're going to be doing a quiet drawing like this every day of October with whatever prompt is for the day, one drawing for the day. Pause. I'm going to be doing a GPK prompt every weekday for the most part. I'm probably going to do these earlier in the day. So that way I'm not just like drawing all day long because I do have other things to do. But yeah, the goal is to do as many of these as I can. You know, if people buy them, that's kind of going to be the forward impetus to them, or if the prompt is interesting, you know. This one I thought was an interesting prompt. I didn't think I was going to get as into it as I am right now. You know, for sure, I thought this was going to be like a 20-minute thing. But I'm digging it, so I'm kind of like just going with it. I'll probably post the lists of all the prompts so people can be like, oh, this one looks interesting, do this one. Like maybe I'll just do that and let people kind of like help me decide which ones would be fun for you guys to watch me draw. Because if it's like boring, then, you know, it's not going to be as much fun, you know. See, now I'm kind of using this black to kind of be like scales. But I'm not like full on drawing scales. It's just kind of like a squiggle. Because, you know, you go to a fish market, it's not like you see all the scales. You see color reflecting off the scales. Yeah, I think it's coming out really good. I did not think it was going to come out this good. Mostly these are like, I kind of view these as like drawing exercises. Like I'm going to try this out and see how it comes out. I didn't think I was going to use this brush pen, but now I'm really liking how it's coming out. I used to not really be into brush pens at all because, like, you know, I was like, oh, you don't really get any good control. But now I'm like, you get older and you realize, you know, it's not all about line control. It's more like, you know, the loose lines are more like real life. And from a distance, this will look more real. It doesn't look realistic, but it looks like more realistic than a straight line would, you know. I like being able to play with the line width. And I really like the ocean too, and I don't really get to go out to the ocean enough. So this is a good way of playing with that too. And you can see I am fixing things that weren't there before. Like, there wasn't a tentacle right here, and I kind of feel like it needed to be. Alright. This actually isn't taking me as long as I thought it was going to take me to, which is nice. Alright. Add some squiggle here. I like how all the bleeding dried on there too. Just kind of looks like, cool. Yeah, I'm just kind of going like a free spirit or stream of consciousness here with the thing. Like, that looks like there should be some there. And then I'm just like, I wonder if this would be like a white fish, Swai. Starbucks whitefish. Or it's probably more like a marlin, I'm guessing. You get a lot of meat off those fillets. Alright, let's finish this up. We're almost there, too. It's not too bad. Yeah, pretty cool. It's coming out pretty cool. think that's always the fun part of working on something that's coming out of your own head. You never know how it's going to come out. Get some stray hairs going here. Finish up these, like, tails. Finish up these tails. still feel like it needs a little bit more. Yeah, I'll just do that, like a little bit more kelp. It's the upside of color pencils. You can throw in all these little details. Finish up that coral. Throwing some pink. Been really slack with the pink. I could have thrown a lot more pink in here. The fun thing is we're almost finished, actually, because most of the rest, what's left is coloring, and that tends to go over pretty quick. Alright, let's do something with these tentacles. Yeah, I like how this is coming out. Decided to go impressionistic here. We'll throw in some dark grays here too. Whoa. Said my connection was a little bad. Hopefully that improved. Alright. That looks good. I like how that came out. Alright. Yeah, I like how that came out. That actually looks pretty cool. Alright, now we're just gonna do the rock and some sea foam, and it should be done. Oof. This guy wants to keep falling here. Alright. Let's see. Right. So we're not actually going to paint the water blue. We're going to do, sea foam. So this is where the water's crashing. And most of this is going to be the rock here. So I just need a dark gray, and then we'll do some black over that. And we'll leave some white spots for, reflection. Whoop. Alright, need a black. Alright, now here comes the fun part. And hopefully this will come out. trying to use this gel pen and keep it a little wet, and I just keep running it over the dark spots, and it'll make kind of like the sea foam kind of look. I think you're seeing that happen. Yep, it's happening now. And then we'll be able to touch up some of the tentacles with it too. Alright, oh, almost done. Alright, throw a little bit more blue in here. Alright, I'm gonna do that little thing I said I was gonna do with the Starbucks cup. I think that'll be funny. signature in here. Oh. All right, and we are done. What do you think? That's pretty badass. Was not expecting that to come out like that, and then kind of turned into something cool. A little bit geeky, but hey, you know, it's a full-on cool art piece. Right? Yeah, I dig it. So hopefully I can whip up a cool art piece like that every day. Might add a little line for that fin up there. I think it looks a little, you know, a little barren considering. Yeah, that's better. Not full on tracing it, just, you know, just a little bit of definition. Yeah. Alright. That's pretty awesome. Thanks for tuning in, man. Probably work on your commission a little later tonight, see if I can get a good rough of that out so we can get that going. But yeah, I think I'm going to take a lunch break. But thanks for tuning in, man. I appreciate it. I'll probably put this up on my Etsy store later. I think that came out cool. Alright, I'm going to sign off. Thanks for tuning in, dude. I appreciate it. Alright, I'll talk to you later.